Buongiorno. It's Facebook Friday. Dr. Gordon and Lynda.
Hi.
Hi.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. All right, well, I'm back. We had a wonderful time overseas, and I saw Facebook Friday. You did a great job there in the lab. It was very good.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice, very educational, I thought.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, so I went to the beautiful country of Italy. We picked up Susanna, we went to Venice, then we went down to Rome, and then we went back to Paris, and we flew back home. It's a great trip. It was a great trip. Italy,
you sent beautiful pictures.
It is. And Europe, you know, it's so old, Lynda. I mean, it's so old. So we went to the island of Murano, which is near Venice. Now, Venice is an amazing place, right? Because it's sort of this floating island, which really is crazy engineering thing. I mean, you think you got water in your basement? Like in Venice, like, there is no basement. I mean, it is the water. I mean, you're literally like, it's like a floating thing. So,
one of these days, maybe I can go see.
It's unbelievable. And in the 1200s, I believe it was 1200s, they moved all the glass manufacturing off to another island because of the risk of fire. In the 1200s, Lynda. The 1200s.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, and so we went and to this beautiful glass, and you were wearing actually a pendant that I brought back. It's Murano glass. And we know because we got it actually from Murano. Yeah, and I think Mark actually has a video that I shared with him about, you know, I showed you the video about the horse. You know, the guy tastes this
we'll share it.
This blob of molten glass and turns it into this beautiful, I don't know, I ruined it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful animal.
And what, in less than 5 minutes?
Oh, I mean, it's less than 2.
Less than 2, yeah.
Less than 2
minutes.
Amazing. Right. And so just amazing, right? And so what an amazing gift, right? And so you got that. I actually brought Mark a belt.
And it was a very nice belt. It is a very nice belt.
Take the kids out and teach them once more, sadly. And I gave up the kid in a tie because I didn't want him to have another belt. But it was a great trip. It was a great trip. But I think that the video, I thought last week you had ice, and this week you had this video of fire. Fire and ice. You know, you just think about that. And I just think about that blob. And we were talking to a patient the other day about embryo quality, and I had another patient with twins, and you know, we just came in, we're looking at the embryos as they were graded, and it's just stunning to me, you know, that they both implanted, they both have heartbeats in the situation, and actually these embryos that you got this time were lower graded than the previous transfer. So how is this possible? You know, and just like that glass, that amazing thing, that little glob of glass turns into this amazing figurine that the man makes. So it is those little embryos turn into these children. It seems I mean, they are those children. I mean, they don't turn into them. But I'm just saying, it's just stunning to me.
It really
right?
is.
It really is.
And you're talking about that little ball of fire. It reminds me of when we watched the transfers.
Yeah.
And you see that little flash of
flashlight.
white.
That's right.
When we did the transfer.
That's right.
It's just, it never gets old.
It doesn't.
It gives me chills every time.
Yeah. So anyway, so I just thought that was, you know, as we think about these things, about something coming from something that doesn't look like anything, and yet it is, and what an amazing and beautiful, what an amazing thing. So anyway, that was sort of my thought of the day, and it's good to be back. And then you introduced Anna, and Anna is doing a great job, and actually has her first pregnancy from a sperm prep that Anna did for the IUI. So man, I thought it was like her first day here, because
and you know what, that was Susan's first IUI that she did that resulted in a pregnancy too.
No, was it?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
It wasn't her first IUI, but it's her first IUI that she did by herself.
Oh, just totally by herself.
Okay. That resulted in a pregnancy.
Oh, there you go. It's awesome.
So
well, celebration. Woo! Meanwhile, those of us who are working this weekend, we'll be here this weekend. So, see, we were saying to that patient, it's like a Wednesday, but it's not even really a Wednesday.
No, it's like I just don't even care what day it is until I get close to next Friday.
Yeah. Well, that's
just
the way it is in the big city, isn't it?
That's right.
That's the way it is.
In the big leagues.
In the big leagues. You know? I tell you, you know, coming back, I mean, they give you all these different movies you can watch, of which like maybe 3 of them are probably worth watching. And I don't know, it's a long way to travel. You know, you come back, and I don't know how people go to Australia. I mean, this has cured me of going to Australia. I mean, it's 6 hours time drive. I mean, Australia is like, you know, 12. It's like the other side of the world.
Yeah.
It really is. And I think for our patients who come from India and go back to see family, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it seems unbelievable to me. I go crazy. And let me tell you, we flew Luxair out of Luxembourg. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, no, I'm sorry, Air Italia from Rome back to Paris. Talk about tight sitting. I mean, literally, there was no room. I mean, it was truly a subway car in the sky, baby. Let me tell you. So, but we made it, and I came back. You're worried I wasn't. Lauren was petrified. Lauren was petrified. You are coming back, right? I go, yeah, probably. She said, no problem. I said, well, reservations are good. So, anyway, glad to be back. Glad that y'all enjoyed your little gifts from Morano.
Yes.
Look at the video. See if Mark can get it up there.
We will. We'll put it on this afternoon. Yep.
That's right. And we'll see y'all next week.
Happy Friday.